What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. I know you're excited, as I am.
Another Beatles video.
And clearly Sam is. We got another one from the Beatles. And we're doing While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Yes, I've never heard of this one before, so I'm in for a treat.
Yeah, so I've heard of the name My Guitar Gently Weeps, and I got so confused about it because I've heard it from Prince, that Prince has got a version, and the Traveling Wilburys have a version.
Yeah, so it's been covered quite a bit.
Yeah, but I believe this is the original.
Okay.
And it was written by George Harrison. So it's about time. I got to know this one because I think this might be one of the Beatles songs. I know you guys are going to be like, how do you not know this one? That's what all the comments are going to say. I do know some Beatles songs, but I am not familiar with While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Okay, so this is a new one for you.
Yeah, it is for a new one for both of us. So that's exciting.
I mean, most Beatles songs are a new one for me, but...
Yeah, Sam has been introduced to the Beatles right from the get-go with our journey.
Yes.
I have some experience, but not enough. So I'm ready to check it a little bit more. Are you ready?
I am. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Guitar gently weeps. Look at the floor, and I see it needs sweeping. Still, my guitar gently weeps. I don't know why nobody told to unfold your love. I don't know how someone controlled you. They bought and sold you. I look at the world and I notice it's turning. While my guitar gently weeps. Every mistake we must surely be learning. Still my guitar gently weeps.
All right, quick little pause here. We'll rewind it and get back into it in a minute. All right, Sam, you can tell me what your thoughts are.
I feel like this is very different than most of the other Beatles stuff that we've done. It's like a completely different sound and vibe from them.
Okay. And
but I really like it.
How would you describe it being different? What's, the other songs that we've done, like Here Comes the Sun and 8 Days a
I feel
Week?
Like the other ones are very... Well, one, they're very a bunch of them have been very uplifting and like fun and high energy.
Yep.
And they've also, they're still using the harmonies and stuff, but I feel like that's just been like a big focus, and it's just like a very like bubbly, high energy, like happy-go-lucky kind of vibe. Whereas this is very different than that.
Oh yeah.
I also really like how they're playing with the aspects of the stereo. Like, it's really cool how it sounds like there's like one guitar over here, one guitar over here, and just really playing with like the spatial sounds and the stereo, I guess, effects.
Oh yeah,
which is really cool. But yeah, I feel like it's just a lot more of like a low key, like almost darker kind of vibe.
Yeah. So what do you feel like is giving it that vibe? Obviously, it's fitting because my guitar gently weeps, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you said, a little more somber of a tone that they're taking on versus Here Comes the Sun.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
mean, the
what
song
do you-
itself doesn't have like a positive kind of message to it.
What are you feeling is giving it from a instrumental sound wise? What do you think is creating that dynamic?
I feel like just the way that they're using the guitar and the drums and everything it just is a heavier sound. For
Yeah,
them.
to me, the electric guitar really stands out. Never
I guess
heard
they don't
anything
really
like
use
that.
Like use it like that normally.
No, never heard anything like that on a Beatles song myself even. So that's just mind blowing.
It's just a lot heavier to me.
Oh yeah, and I think we were reading that Eric Clapton had
Yeah,
a
little
role
bit of
in this
a little
song,
bit of
and
an
that's
influence.
why
Yeah.
Eric Clapton's sound is in certain.
This definitely sounds more like him than like that. I feel like their past stuff.
I would say the guitar work for sure
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
You can.
That's what I mean, like the instrumentation kind of sound, like the heavier sound.
Well, I think you're highlighting, right? I think the Eric Clapton guitar work is giving it that heavier feel, right?
Yes.
Darker tones, we'll
Yes.
say. But not to be overlooked is we have the kind of the front layered guitar work, but then we have some more sitting back in terms of a riff that's adding, I think, even a dark tone there. But the bass riff as well is the dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 like that is also creating
Heavier.
that dynamic.
Yeah, fair.
And
However, I don't think the vocal sounds
right, that's what I was just going to get
heavy
to.
or dark.
Is that we're offsetting all of that
Yeah.
with this vocal
Yeah.
that is on the high register to lull you in and
Yeah.
tell you about this story, about this, this pain kind of that I need to
Yes.
get across and portray to you about
Yeah.
love, but also losing at the same time is the feeling.
I feel like the vocal like almost it sounds like a softer tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very cool.
Yeah.
The music complexity
Lots
in
of
this
I was gonna
is
say lots of different moving
off
pieces going
the
on with
charts.
this. Yeah.
it's just wild.
Cool.
And Eric Clapton and the Beatles on the same song. I mean, wild stuff here. Let's go back into it.
I don't know how you were diverted, you were perverted too. I don't know how you were inverted, no one alerted you. I look at you all, see the love there that's sleeping, while my guitar gently weeps. Look at you all. Still my guitar gently weeps.
So fire. It's too good. Too good. Oh my goodness.
I really like this sound from them.
It's great. I mean, even the vocals, you know, it gives this whole spooky vibe.
It does.
Right?
It's definitely darker. Like,
Yeah. You know, every time we listen to a Beatles song, the interesting dynamic is the complexity is overloaded on everything. Like, not overloaded in a bad way. I mean, it's just exploding with complexities. But it just always fits together so well.
yeah.
You know?
You almost don't realize it's as complex as it is without sitting down and dissecting it because it just meshes and sounds so beautiful.
Yeah, and it's so creative, but it's still such a great vibe at the same time.
Has a good groove, yeah.
And then on top of that, like we said, George Harrison wrote this, right?
Yeah.
How wild is it that your third songwriter in the group, like, because you have Paul and John, who are notoriously known as like the
Writing
leaders
songs.
of the group and the writers, and then this is George's song, and how good this is. Like,
Yeah.
it's so mind blowing to think that the third member in the group can write something like this.
Yeah. Maybe he
And-
should have written more.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think Here Comes the Sun was another one that he had wrote, right? And
So far, my two favorites.
there you go. You got a fan of George Harrison
Yeah.
here. And but he was kind of overlooked, right? I mean, obviously anybody that's a fan of the Beatles, like a big fan of the Beatles. But if you were maybe on the surface, if you're somebody that doesn't know anything about the Beatles, you might not recognize the name of John Lennon and Paul McCartney, but you
yeah.
wouldn't have known who George Harrison is. And he, putting together something like this, like the complexity of the Beatles, I just think we come back to them, and I just don't think there's any group that we do that is more complex with the arrangement, but making it fit together so well.
They do such
at
an
the same
awesome
time.
job.
Yeah, and clearly Tiffany enjoyed.
She liked that one. She said, yeah.
She's like, is the guitar done crying at this point? It's okay to come out now.
It's done weeping, Tiffers.
I loved it. It was so well done.
Yeah, no, I thought that was great. I'd honestly say that might be my favorite one so far.
There you go.
Just because it's like a completely different vibe, and I really enjoyed this like side of them or this sound from them.
Yeah, it blew me away. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
listen to this one again because, like
Yeah.
I said, this was the first time listen for me too. So, totally enjoyed that. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, make sure you hit that like button for us before you go.
Little
Leave us
thumbs up.
a comment and let us know if there's anything else you want us to check out. It's really hit and miss with the Beatles, guys. Sometimes it's copyright. If you got overlays or anything like that on our videos, that's
Yeah.
why. Hopefully, we can get to some more because we both have really loved it.
I've been really enjoying this journey because I had always heard about them and I was like, what is the hype about? And now I know what the hype is about.
Yeah, well, I've enjoyed it as well. So hopefully we can continue on that. Make sure you guys, like I said, leave us a comment, hit the subscribe button, notification bell as well. We'll see you in our next video.
Thanks for watching. See you then.